Today's topic on why we should trust experts is a controversial one, and so I want to take care in handling this. Part of that likely involves recognizing and understanding why people don't trust experts. Now, at least a few of these issues are due to how hard it is to recognize experts. To show this, let's give ourselves an operational definition of expertise. One where a demonstration of a high level of competence can serve as a rough indicator of expertise. For example, if I need a professional plumber with expertise in burst pipes, I might be lucky enough to see that plumber in action fixing pipes and demonstrating their expertise directly. Instead, because the world is cruel, we'll likely find ourselves searching online, either trying to verify certification for qualifications you've never heard of, or being overwhelmed with mixed reviews. And that's because rarely do we find experts directly demonstrating their expertise. And that's a problem because often indirect measures are proxies for competence. They don't actually demonstrate it. Now, in an ideal world where you could trust everybody to be honest and accurate, there'd likely be more access to direct measures of expertise. But also, indirect indicators would be easier to trust. Unfortunately, the world is cruel. For example, hypothetically, the first plumber we hired wasn't even a plumber. They lied to us because we know nothing about plumbing credentials. So instead of fixing the problem, they tricked us and made off with all our money. Now, the second plumber you hire, they genuinely have expertise. The thing is, their expertise is in fitting pipes rather than fixing them. And unfortunately, it costs way too much to replace this whole pipe. And at this point, it would be fair to point out, every real-world plumber who's shared their expertise with me has been extremely helpful. And yes, I say the world is cruel, but in fact there are many people within each field who are happy and more than willing to share their expertise. Still, this doesn't change the fact that many people put their trust in expertise only to have those expertise turn out to be irrelevant or worse, false, making it riskier and harder to recognize and trust experts. The third and final problem I want to tackle in this episode comes specifically from the abuse of power and authority from people claiming to be experts. And this can come from both experts and non-experts. For example, you could be the best plumber in the world or a fake plumber. Or you could be the most qualified, best trained surgeon on the planet and still be very much at risk of undermining your patient's autonomy using the position of power you gained through your expertise. Or you could be like RFK Jr. and without any relevant expertise be appointed to the position of US Secretary of Health and Human Services. And despite having no expertise, using the epistemic authority that comes with that institutional position of power to rewrite the narrative about how we speak on modern health issues such as COVID vaccines. So it seems there are a few reasons one might be hesitant in trusting experts.